Spring 2026. The United States is in the midst of a radical structural transformation. A regional war in the Middle East, a dual blockade of the Persian Gulf, and a judicial revolution are reshaping the American landscape as we know it. These unprecedented changes are not isolated incidents, but interconnected parts of a grand shift, a great restructuring of our nation's status quo. What does this mean for the future of America? Tonight, we analyze the State of the Union 2026. Hostilities began February 28th with Operation Epic Fury, the largest combat sortie in Israeli history. This event marked the beginning of the Iran War of 2026, a conflict that has since sent shockwaves through the global community. Operation Epic Fury saw Israel launching a massive airstrike on Iranian soil, neutralizing over 500 targets and decimating the country's leadership. As the war intensified, the Strait of Hormuz, a critical passageway for global oil transport, was closed off. This resulted in a dual blockade, which saw global oil prices skyrocket to an unprecedented $126 a barrel. Despite former President Trump declaring the hostilities terminated, in an attempt to bypass the War Powers Act, the conflict continued to escalate. The economic stalemate is ongoing, with neither side showing signs of backing down. The war has had far-reaching implications, causing significant damage to Iran and resulting in thousands of lives lost across the axis of resistance. The estimated cost of the war to Iran: over $300 billion and counting. The cost: over $300 billion in damage to Iran and thousands of lives lost across the axis of resistance. The war hit the domestic economy through a massive energy shock. This seismic shift sent ripples across various sectors, with the airline industry being hit exceptionally hard. One of the most notable casualties: Spirit Airlines. The year started with an unprecedented hike in gasoline prices, soaring by an astounding 876% in March alone. This rapid increase exerted immense pressure on the already struggling airline industry. Despite desperate attempts to keep it afloat, Spirit Airlines, the nation's largest budget carrier, was forced to cease all operations on the 2nd of May. A proposed $500 million federal bailout proved insufficient to salvage the airline, and the fallout was immediate and severe. 17,000 jobs evaporated overnight, and the ripple effects didn't stop there. Domestic airfares are now projected to surge by a staggering 23%. In the wake of this devastating blow, the American job market has entered a phase of inertia, a no-hire, no-fire economy, where hiring has frozen as the nation waits for stability. In Washington, two opposing regulatory shifts are underway. On one hand, we have the Make America Healthy Again, or MAHA movement. This campaign is gaining momentum, targeting food safety and infant nutrition. It seeks to ban harmful food dyes and tighten regulations surrounding infant nutrition, promoting a healthier and safer America from the ground up. On the flip side, we have the Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA, led by Administrator Lee Zeldin. He's made drastic cuts to his agency's budget, halving it in a bid to reduce what he perceives as bureaucratic red tape. The most significant change, however, comes with the repeal of the endangerment finding. This move effectively ends the scientific consensus that pollution from climate change is detrimental to human health. The administration's focus has shifted towards industry costs, leaving public health metrics in the rearview mirror. By repealing the endangerment finding, the administration has officially ended the scientific determination that climate pollution harms human health, focusing exclusively on industry costs over public health metrics. The Supreme Court continues its overhaul of American law. A recent case, Louisiana versus Calais, has sent tremors across the country. The court's decision: states can now draw political maps for partisan gain, even if it undermines the representation of minority voters. This verdict marks a significant shift in the court's stance, potentially reshaping the political landscape as we know it. But changes in the courtroom are mirrored by escalating unrest in the streets. Tensions are high, and the security of our leaders is under threat. Just last month, on April 25th, a self-proclaimed federal assassin tried to strike at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. This marks the third attempt on the president's life in the past 2 years. With every decision, every incident, we see the fabric of our society being rewoven. We're in the midst of a judicial revolution, and it's shaking the very foundations of our security. Yet, we look upward. On April 10th, Artemis II returned from the lunar vicinity, marking a historic return to deep space. Amidst the turmoil on Earth, America's achievements in space exploration have given us a beacon of hope, a testament to human resilience and ingenuity. Yet, even as we reach for the moon, we grapple with high-intensity conflict and a total restructuring of our administrative state. America stands at a crossroads. What comes next depends on the midterms.